Hi guys, welcome back to 7th Crown Tarot. I'm glad you're here. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me again. If you're new here, welcome. Just a reminder, this is a general reading, so if something doesn't sound like it's for you or it doesn't suit your life situation, just leave it for somebody else. I'm tapping into a lot of different energies here, so there's no guarantee that everything is going to fit. But if it does, that's great. Anyway, without further ado, let me get started on the reading. So the first thing I'm noticing is like the smoke is really hanging in the air. It's like suspended. You could be feeling like you're kind of suspended in time right now, like everything is moving super slow. Or maybe just things are feeling kind of sludgy at the moment. Like you're stuck in inactivity. Like no matter what you do, it can't really move you too far. When I was doing some meditation before this reading, I also got a few messages here. I also got the song, I don't know if this is something you know, you could look it up. It's Know When to Hold 'Em, Know When to Fold 'Em. I don't know if you know that song. You could be feeling like you're really strategizing in your life right now, and that planning phase is really rough. You know, it's hard because it takes a lot of gumption and like staying power. It's really hard because you have to kind of work your way through that planning process. And I also got ambition and abundance. So those could be like things that you're thinking about right now. You're very ambitious and you're headed towards abundance. For some reason, I also got capture, as in photograph. So like capturing the essence of a situation or something you're creating, something you're interested in bringing into the world. And it not being about perfection. Something that will get you out of this sludge is like not focusing on the perfection, but rather focusing on like the essence of what it is that you can bring. So how much can you cut out of it and still maintain the essence of the thing that you have? They say that the more you know about some sort of topic, the more you can like pare it down and explain it to somebody in layman's terms. So that could be something that you're doing. Let's see what other messages we have here. Let's do an obligatory shuffle because that's always fun to listen to. Alright, angel spirits and guides. Wow, that one jumped right on the table. What messages do you have for my collective on this situation here, their life right now that they're feeling kind of stuck in? Which it's funny because I like the cards that I'm pulling right now, they make me feel like it's just a figment of your imagination that you're stuck. You're not stuck. You're feeling a lot of feelings, and there's a lot of chaos going on around you, that's for sure. But you're about to experience a really happy time of your life where your inner child is going to be able to make the decisions, make the calls, while feeling safe. You could be joined by a large community, or maybe a small intimate community. And you guys are all going to be reaping the rewards of this new plateau that you've reached. I'm hearing someone say, no, I don't want to talk about that. So there could be some situation where it's like someone doesn't want to talk about something. What's that about, Spirit? What What is that about? That was very random. Something about sharing. Sharing is caring, right? I don't know why I said that, but yeah, it's like this person doesn't want to share. They don't want to share who they are. They don't want to share their abundance. So, yeah, look, okay, this guy is in a desert. He's frolicking through it. Frolicking. It's not really frolicking. He's trying to get out of a desert. So this could be you. You're feeling like every time you come towards a certain situation, it gives you nothing. This comes down to paring things down. You could have a certain interest in life where it's like the amount that you're giving to it is like not the equal amount that it's giving back to you. So, and the guy back here is being highlighted. That is really weird. I don't think that's ever happened on this reading. So be wise about whatever it is that you're having to pare down, but don't also overthink it. Like almost what I'm getting from this is like act rather than overthink, because you have a different key now that you didn't always have. You see what it is that you need to do from like a beginner's mindset. Spirit wants you to take a beginner's mindset with something here. And these guys are both on the same kind of soil. It's like cracked, and there's three mountains behind them. So it's almost like they're standing side by side. This could be two separate people. I feel like it could be like you and another person. Or it could be like these two sides of yourself. You have like one side that's like super ambitious, and then the other side of yourself that's like, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know if the thoughts that I'm choosing are the right ones. But the only way to know is to experiment, right? So Spirit really wants you to like experiment with certain things. Let's see what else. Oh, before this reading, I also, my eye got caught on this like little card that's in here. And it says fire emergency response. There's something in your life that feels like an emergency, but you don't actually have to like say or do anything, because it will get extinguished on its own. This situation will resolve itself. And it's because of this like supportive community that you have around you that defends you. And Spirit, this could also be your spirit team coming in to defend you in some sort of unfair situation. Because in the beginning we got Judgment and the Sun. So it's like something is going in your favor. Everything's turning up Millhouse for you. Wow, okay, so we got the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands, or Ace of Swords, and then the Knight of Swords. You're changing a situation by something that you're doing that's in alignment with what you know you should be doing. Like, it's like you're taking certain kinds of actions that you're guided to take and keeping your mouth shut about certain things that you shouldn't be talking about. Something like that. Ah, okay, I see. Look what came out. Devil. So there's some sort of situation here where it's like you no longer resonate at the same frequency. Maybe there was some part of you that did at one point, and now that you no longer do, you're choosing the types of thoughts that you want to think, and because of that, it's creating this abundant space and time. It's like you're taking a lot of action at this time. You're taking a lot of specific action. It's not just like randomized. So, what is this action going to result in? Wow, Seven of Cups and the Queen of Wands. She's really happy here. She's got so many choices. She feels spoiled for choice. And so you could be like like we said in the beginning, you could be a super ambitious person. And now it's like you're able to pursue anything and everything that you want to do. Because you're not content with just sitting there and letting life pass you by. You want to experience everything. And this kind of ties into, you could have watched the multi-talented reading that I did where I was talking about polymaths. This feels like the same energy. It's like you are this polymath, and now suddenly you're going to be going into like this abundant time where it's like you're going to be able to plant lots of seeds but also see them fruit. Whereas in the past, like maybe you didn't necessarily see things fruit. And there were a lot of things that kind of didn't want to give back to you. Situations that didn't want to give back to you. But you're coming up as the star. You're coming up as this like really balanced, level-headed, connected person that understands the right thing to do. And it's like you're surfing this energy wave that you're on right now, because I feel like you're on this like giant energy wave and you're just like, you know, you're hanging 10, you know, like that saying. So there's some sort of like surfer analogy here. I could be talking to someone that loves to surf. I think that's super cool. And people who are into surfing, it's like the amount of investment that you have to put in to learn to surf is really admirable. Like, so whatever it is that you're doing here, you could not, you know, maybe you are a surfer, maybe you're not though. Maybe whatever it is that you're doing has taken so much time to learn that now it's finally starting to show to the people around you how much you really know. You could be an expert. You could be someone that has a lot to give to the people around you. And now you're going to be able to sell your wares, if that makes sense. Sell your wares to people around you, and it's going to make you really abundant. And you're going to find a group of people here, if you're not already finding these people, that really, there's like a huge demand for whatever it is that you do. You found your group, you found your niche. And I'm actually accidentally taking cards out like this, and I don't know why I flipped it, but it's like you flipped the script on something and you're no longer trying to prove yourself, and because of that you're attracting wealth. You're becoming this absolutely stunning magnet for people around you, and that's why you've got all these people coming in. And this Queen of Cups in reverse, it's like you're becoming repulsive to the people that don't belong in your life, situations that don't belong in your life. You're starting to make really good decisions around the types of people that should be in your life, and it's showing because those people were real energy drainers. Also, we've got the King and Queen of Cups. You could have a couple, like you could be in a relationship where you're both very emotionally fulfilled and you're just as much into each other as the other person. The flip side of this is these types of couples sometimes can get overly emotional if they're not balanced. But on the plus side, if you're in this kind of relationship, you could be very like nurturing towards each other and loving. So, that's funny. I'm looking at the word domestic. So that could explain like how you're feeling right now. You could be like in a really like domestic era of your life where like you or your significant other, like you just want to like bake and clean and like have kids. That could be you. So you're just like you're in bliss right now and you don't want things bogging you down. You're okay with pissing people off that don't want what's best for you. Now I also pulled this other card. The Hierophant. So you could be getting married soon. You could be getting engaged soon. Because it's right in between the Queen and King of Cups. So I get the feeling this is like something... There is some next level that's happening with this relationship if you're in a relationship. If this is with that situation we were talking about, that toxic situation, this situation is also going to be going to the next step where maybe it will be now no longer part of your life. Officially. It will no longer be something you have to worry about. They're going to be taken out of your life. Spirit will take them out of your life because they just created tumultuous times. And it's interesting because I pulled one of the cards upright and then the other one in reverse, and the way that it came out tells me that this person was really wreaking havoc in your life. For whatever reason, maybe they saw this abundance starting to come in for you, or they could be a dark empath, or like somebody who really does have magical abilities themselves. Maybe they don't even know that they do, but they like use it to enchant people, like in their own way. They're manipulative and they try to take people's abundance. They try to guilt trip people. They get them in low vibrations. They trap people. Like, this is this person or these people. And I get that they were trying to steal from you. But now in this new period of time, they can no longer steal from you. They can't do that anymore. It's going to be reflected back at them in this new chapter. If I look at this as something for you, you're no longer going to be stuck in your head about what actions you need to take going forward. You're going to have a very clear idea of who you want to become, and because of that, everything's going to be manifesting extremely quickly. I remember early on in learning about manifestation from the masters, like Napoleon Hill. There's another author, Paulo Coelho. There's a few of them out there. Ten of Cups, ultimate happiness for you. One of the happiest cards in the deck. I remember hearing that once you decide what it is that you want, things come in very quickly. So the hardest part is already done. You've done all the hardest parts, and on top of it, you're going to be in a perfect situation. It might not seem perfect for other people. Maybe it's like not their idea of perfect, but for you, this is like your baseline. It's like a springboard. Universe, spirit, source, they're all coming together, your entire team, to give you this pocket of time in order to let you springboard. And I'm seeing like almost like an Olympic, I don't even know what that would be called. Someone who like does like jumps into water, just like the Olympic diver or something. I don't know. But I'm seeing that. So it's like they're giving you that chance. to do your thing because you've been training for it for so long. And it's like, now you're going into the Olympics. That's really cool. So you found yourself in the Olympics. Oh my god, congratulations. 7 of Pentacles. You're no longer going to be waiting for all of this abundance to come in. This waiting is over. You could be feeling like, okay, so this is another message I'm getting. So, Spirit wants you to stay focused on the thoughts that are going to bring in your abundance, rather than focusing on the when is this coming. Focus on what am I grateful for every day. What makes me really happy? What do I like? Focus on those things all the time. Try to think about them as often as possible and have so much gratitude for your life. And the more that you do that, you'll be replacing the thoughts that you don't want to think anymore and the thoughts that are actually getting in the way of this manifestation that's coming in right around the corner. If you want to make it come in faster, just keep looking at the bright side of things. Because right now I'm getting that you could be kind of stuck in how we were talking about, like the sludge. Universe is trying to give you advice on how to get out of that sludge. So this entire reading, from what I'm getting, is like you're receiving your karma for being the person that you've been in the past, being the bigger person I'm hearing. And they don't want you to worry anymore. They don't want you to worry about whether or not this abundance is coming in for you, because it's coming in. It's just a matter of time. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna pull some bonus cards here because these are so fun. I need bonus cards for my collective here. What bonus cards do you have for my collective? Any little messages? Ooh, that is one. What more do you want? That's the Spirit saying. What more do you want? Seriously, think about it. What more do you want? What do you want your life to look like? And then focus on, this was actually a message that was for me before this, because I did a reading for myself. Think about the thoughts. Okay, so you're like this, you're the magician, right? And a magician, they don't just do random tricks. They plan what trick they're going to do. And then they think about how they need to do that. So you're being called right now to kind of, what's the word? Reverse something. Like to reverse plan it. You know, like think about the outcome and then how to get there. And part of that is the thoughts that you think, right? And that's why we got that advice. Part of it is the thoughts that you think. But what else? Maybe it's creating some sort of solid plan. Maybe it's asking people, okay, you got 2 number cards. You could be seeing 777 a lot. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, I'm definitely getting that you could be seeing 777 a lot. And I also get something about like a scythe. I don't know if you know what that is. Oh, I actually have one. Just one sec. That is so funny that I have one in here. But I have a scythe in here. It's not mine, but this is what a scythe is. It is a tool for harvesting crops. And there's like little razors on it. And it helps you to really take things down much faster. But it's also the tool that death has. And I don't actually know why he carries this. I'm guessing he's like harvester of souls or something. Like from the earth. That's funny. I love this thing. It's so cool. But where was I going with that? I don't even know where I was going with that. But there's some sort of like death. There's some sort of death. Maybe your old self is dying off and you're creating this new, like, I was gonna say holy. It's like you're creating this like holy self, holy image of self where it's like enough is enough. I will not put up with this kind of energy anymore. I will not. I will keep boundaries. I will keep solid boundaries. And I will only have people in my life that I know respect me. There's a card here that's popping up. Okay, so I'll show you the numbers that are popping out because these, I don't know why, but you're getting like all the numbers. So you could be seeing these everywhere you go. So 8866 747. This could be like some sort of area code or something. And then 77711. This could be numbers that you're seeing. This could also be numbers that you could look up. Because they are angel numbers. We also got Can You Believe It? And Cups. I think you're in awe, or you will be in awe of how beautiful this thing really is that's coming in for you because of your karma. I think you were kind of low-key expecting the worst because things have been kind of shitty in the past. But Spirit doesn't want you to do anything like that anymore because you deserve whatever's coming in for you. Please take a moment to think about how much you've done for people. And don't attach anger to it. You did those things selflessly. Remember that. Remember that you did those things because you did them out of the goodness of your heart and you don't expect anything from people. That's true giving. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm gonna just stop talking. So this cup's card, it has a few things on the back, and I'm gonna read some of the things that jump out to me. Cleansing, receptivity, adaptability. Okay, so unrealistic expectations, fantastical thinking. This could have been something that you were guilty of in the past, where it's like you almost set the expectations up too high for yourself, and then when you couldn't reach them, you were super critical of yourself. And you're starting to not be that way. So Spirit wants to like congratulate you on that because that's a huge like abundance blocker. Fantastical thinking. This it was in the negative, but I feel like that's a positive thing. You're a fantastical thinker. You think outside the box, unlike any other person. You could be an Aquarius. You could have strong Aquarius anywhere in your chart. Because Aquarius is the sign of thinking outside the box. They're very inventive. But then also, this is the age of Aquarius. And Aquarius is all about connections. It's about like technology. What else? Community. You could be having more community around you. Forgive. There's something you have to forgive right now. Or maybe someone is trying to get you to forgive them, and then at the same time doing more awful things. Which, like, if they're doing that, just... I think this actually could be this energy we were talking about earlier. So if someone is being that way towards you, like, just try to pay them as little mind as possible, because it seems like Spirit is taking them out of your life soon, and you won't have to worry about that, right? What other? Too much emotion. Yeah, see, this person's too much emotion. Split. Yeah. So you're gonna be divided from this person soon. And you're monolith. Yes. This is how people see you right now. You're standing strong like a monolith. It's a symbol of power. It's also phallic. So you could be really in your masculine right now. You could be constructing this like huge thing that is going to carry you far in life. And you'll be able to pass it down to your kids and your kids' kids. So this is like something like generational wealth. You're starting something really big here. Test. Oh, what's behind it? Logic. A logical test. You passed some sort of logical test. Or maybe you passed a test by being logical. And you excel in the ethereal realm. When it comes to speaking to your spirit team, you guys are like right there with each other. You take their advice, and oh, this was actually a message that I got when I was inside before I started the reading. So something that I've noticed on my path, and maybe it's something you've noticed on your path, or this could be some sort of advice, is when spirit gives you some sort of like whispers of what it is that you should do or not do, like and you take that and you say, all right, I'll do it, you know, like with that like, I guess, you know, like how if a parent was to tell you some good advice where it's like, you know, it's right and you should do it, and you do it, that creates another thread that bonds you to your spirit team and allows you to have that direct communication with them. So then when it comes time and you really need advice from them, you can rely on that. There's also a message here for somebody who could be relying too much on tarot. Maybe you're watching too many tarot readings and you're starting to feel a little anxious. If you're feeling anxious when you're watching tarot readings, you should disconnect and you should reconnect with your intuition, and that's how you do it. You walk around life and you speak to your spirit team in your head and you go, what should I do? And your spirit team will answer. And obviously, when you're addressing your spirit team, that is an open portal to the spirit realm. And you should first say, I call in the highest vibrational energies now to connect with me and guide me to my highest vibrational path. Something along those lines, so that it's clear what types of energies you want to connect with. And you can also make it clear that you don't want to connect with any other energies that do not vibrate at this level. And they will not be allowed to be in that. And that's also kind of how tarot works. And to put it simply, I don't know why I brought that up. Maybe someone needed to hear it. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Is there anything else that I need to do here? I think that's it. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you have a good day, morning, night, whenever you're watching this reading. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I also have my email below. You can contact me, and I will send you my rates. And I hope you have a good night. All right. Bye, guys.